Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Do you guys remember fantasy film? I was introduced to it by Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out quite a while ago. And this fantasy film comes in different packaging, different colors. I just joined them all together into one bag. And then I put this in here so that I remember what the name of it is, so that if I ever run out, I can order some more. It comes in, the one I have comes in a roll. So I've cut a little piece out. And I am going to heat it up first. And then, so excuse the heat gun sound. I am trying to get some effect similar to these that I've done, where I've heated them up and they create these sort of really cool, like moonstone or kind of, I don't know what you call it, but really cool effects. So let's see what I can do. Sorry about the loud noise of the heat gun. You don't want to overheat it. So if that's all I'm going to get, that's all I'm going to take for now. And I put it on a board. If you see other videos, you put it on something hard, not silicone, but I like a big, nice, sturdy cutting board. Now, you can also join them together. So I've never done that. So let me see what happens when I try that. So excuse the sound again. Please lower the volume. Cool. Cool. Okay. Now the next step I'm going to do, which is slightly different, and let me heat this a bit again, see if I can get a little bit more design. Nope, I guess not. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crunch it. Just to make it even more. Did I ruin the design? Not sure. So normally, or at least the one piece, the one that I did earlier, quite a while ago, I did one tape, one sheet, I think, and one color, it seemed like. And then I drew a circle on it and then placed it in my coaster mold. And I'll show you what that one was first, because I'm really proud of it. So this was the first one that I did. Ooh, look how cool. Look how cool that is. It's my favorite, and I gave it to my hubby because he loves it. So anyway, so that's what I'm hoping to do again. However, Diane in our Facebook group did hers with, get ready, woo, with the Frangipani mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. I mean, when I saw it, I was totally blown away. So I don't have any idea what steps she took. So I'm kind of thinking it through about how I could do this or create what she created. It's just gorgeous. In my Facebook group, I will of course link her name so you can look it up. So what I'm going to do now, first of all, I used my favorite micro applicator tool, which is one of these. And in one of my older videos, a few back, I think, I have a link for it on Amazon. But just let me know if you need to find those. It's my favorite tool. And I dusted each flower. Hopefully I didn't miss one. I missed one, and a very sweet lady told me that I did. I felt so bad that there was one flower missing, but oh well. Anyway, what I'm going to do is place it here. Let me think now. I've got to do a circle. You know, I have a die cut machine and from my crafting days, so I might see what that would look like. So would work. So what I'm going to do is put you on a time lapse and kind of show you the process of what I'm going to take next to do this. And you can fast forward, not even look at it or whatever, and I will show you, I will retape again once I get to the next step. So here comes what I'm thinking my next step will be. Well, shuckaroos, my idea of using my die cut machine with my die cuts, this is too difficult to cut in my machine. So I'm just going to draw an outline using this round. And I'm going to sort of do it on the outside as I can. Oh, I'm so mad. I thought it would be so cool to use my die cut machine and it would have been a perfect circle, but this is too thin, and I even shimmied it and everything, and it wouldn't cut through. So sorry about that disappointment. So now I'm going to cut this, and then I will see you for the next step. Okay, so now is step 2, and I hope this is correct because I have to flip it over. So I'm going to put clear, then my fantasy film, and then the black. I'm hoping that's what it is. So here comes, now I'm not going to do a thick, deep layer, because I want the film to be able to sort of just settle. So not sort of float all over the place. So I've got to rethink this, because usually I pour a 3D bloom in this, and I, pour quite a bit of resin for my first layer. So let me see if I can just do this amount and let it, encourage it to go to the edge. Now I'd love to torch it, so I'm going to be really careful and put a low flame. Real quick. Okay. Now, because I'm doing hopefully 2 colors, so I think I'm going to have to put this one underneath first, right? And then I kind of trimmed it to make it not a straight line. So I'm going to put this one first, gently. And then I'll put this one on top. So, because I did want to use the 2 different... Oh boy, maybe I should have switched it. Let's see, maybe this side would be better. Ooh, oh Callie. Maybe that'll do something. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to just separate it out a bit. It might be easier if I do it with my gloved hand. Well, doggone it. Okay, well, let's see. So now I'm just going to let that settle in. I do see some bubbles, so I'm going to just sort of gently nudge it. Oops, this kind of came out on this side, so I'm going to just sort of maybe center it a little bit, and there might be a little clear rim. Well, it won't be clear, haha, because it's going to be black. Okay, so that's going to be my frame. So I'm going to play with this some more, and then I will see you for the third step. Okie doke. So that has, you know, cured in that resin. I do have some bubbles, which I'm disappointed about, but I sure like that shape. And I believe you see more of it after I put my black coating. So here I mixed up, let's see, about 6 ounces. So the first layer was only 30 ounces because remember I wanted just a thin layer of resin to coat. I am really excited to see how this turns out. I usually use Res, let's see, what's it called? Midnight black or really dark black. But I've got this lamp black from Holbein, and I just thought I'd use that because it's not as messy as my Res. My Res bottle is, oh my God, goodness, it's just, not bottle, sorry, tub is just so dirty because it's spread, you know, when I open the jar on those paste jars, it's really hard to keep it clean like the bottles. So anyway, so I figured I weighed one of my pieces, finished pieces on this, and Julie taught us this to see how much resin it makes. Is I took that piece and I measured it, and it was 189.5. One of my older pieces of this Frangipani mold that I made. And so because I did 30, the balance is 159.50. So I just went rounded it off, but then because this is 360 plus that I'm using resin, and it's a 2-to-1, I just did 6 ounces. Easier to figure it out that way. So let's see if that's really true on figuring out what your mold will need from a previous pour of that mold that you poured resin in. Okay, so I hope it's dark enough. Alrighty, so here goes the black coat, and I'll see if I probably will, if the measurements are right, I probably have too much. But as I said, as I've always said, I always err on having too much than not enough. Ooh, look at it. Okay. Ooh. Wow, look at it. It's filling up still. So, yay, Miss Julie, you are so right. So I did mix more, you know, than I needed to. So I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want it to overflow. And I will torch. Oops. And I'll keep checking on it to keep torching it. And then I will see you for the unmolding. Ooh, so excited. I hope the fantasy film creates a wonderful effect on the other side. So see you soon. Okie doke. I am so excited to see if what I think the process needed to be worked out. Well, I like the look of the sides of the flowers. That's kind of pretty, if you can see that. Okay. Oh, yay. Oh, too bad this piece was there, but yay, it worked. But you know, what I like about this one is the contrast, meaning, you know, this with this, that you can see a frame. Oh, it worked. I'm so happy. And I did overflow it a little bit here, so I'll have to see if I can trim that off. But yay. Oh, cool. Fantasy film in a Frangipani mold. I love it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for Diane who came up with it.